Hi, hi, hi.
Hi.
Welcome, guys. This is Conversations with Damola, our first ever episode. If you're excited, can I just hear a little commotion?
That was way too much.
Guys, I'm actually so happy. We have finally launched our episode of Conversations with Damola.
Yeah.
On Conversations with Damola podcast, expect to hear meaningful conversations that would impact you, talking about love, relationship, God, growth, self worth, debunking certain beliefs and influences. But, anyways, here with me is our first ever guest of honor, our beauty,
Oh my God.
intelligent, kind. Let me tell you guys, this woman is a woman of impeccable nature. If you have her in your corner, just know you have gold. What is gold? Leave gold. You have diamond in your treasure box, in your armory. Everybody celebrate with me as I welcome Miss Precious. Welcome to Conversations with Damola.
Oh my gosh.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How's your day? How's everything going?
Well, I've been good. I'm excited, right? I've been looking forward to this for months.
I know,
and I'm
girl.
so happy to be doing this with you, girl. Oh, stop. Anyway, I'm happy to be here.
You look so beautiful, by the
Thank
way. You look
you.
absolutely gorgeous. Your
Oh
skin, guys. I wish you could watch this right now. If you see her, you'll be flabbergasted.
Oh my gosh.
Your beauty is wow. It's breathtaking.
Thank you, my gosh. I'm shy.
Don't be shy. Anyways, guys, to commence the episode, we're gonna be talking about something that we hear a lot of in our society today, but I don't think we really discuss on it in depth. So we're going to just talk a little about it. It's a chill, relaxed conversation. It doesn't need to be anything too serious. But hopefully the people listening would go outside of the podcast and really sit down and reflect. And today we're going to be talking about self-discovery. And I know we hear a lot about this, on our TikTok, Instagram, probably even in church, exactly, church and all. But like when you talk about self-discovery, the question that comes to my mind is, who am I? Who are you? Could you tell me a little about that?
Okay, so personally, so this topic is quite touchy for me, right? Because well, maybe not me. I feel like everybody at some point in their life pauses to ask themselves that question.
Yeah.
What am I really doing? Who am I? Right? So it's very important, right, to discover yourself at some point, because you cannot just be living life like, oh, you wake up in the morning, you're just doing this and doing that.
Yeah.
So now the question of who am I came up for the very first time about 2 years ago for me. I mean, it's come up other times, but I'm like, still in school.
Yeah.
I can always figure that out later.
Yeah,
My
you feel
goal
like
right
you're
now
young.
is to just have good grades, come out top of my class, every other thing.
By the way, guys, she did graduate with good grades and come out top of her class. Period. We love a beautiful, smart woman.
Emphasis on smart,
exactly,
and intelligent.
Exactly.
So yeah, so that was what it was back then. I just wanted to make good grades and all. So after some time, when you naturally enter the real world, right? And then there's so much pressure. Some persons are telling you, "Oh, I achieved." LinkedIn, bro.
Don't even get me started.
I have to pause on that.
I think LinkedIn is a place for professional lying.
Right.
Let me tell you, there's some people that
professional exaggeration.
My sister, when you hear not to shade cleaners or anything, there's nothing wrong with cleaning business. I know there's a lot of money in it actually. Yeah. But by the time a cleaner, someone that just used to wash toilets and clean floor, by the time they construct the sentence of how they clean, my sister, you will sit down and what am I doing as a doctor?
Do you understand?
You will really sit down and pause. But anyways, carry on.
So I had to pause on that because at the time, everybody's like, "Oh, put yourself out there, put yourself on LinkedIn." and all of that. And over time, I got to realize that you can't discover yourself at once, right? That's why it's called self-discovery. Like, it's not self-discover or self-discovered.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. It's a continuous process.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're doing it every time there are phases. Oh, this is who you should be and what you should be at every certain point in time.
Thank you so much. I would like to speak a little on that.
Yeah.
So, to the viewers and the listeners out there, when was the last time you sat down just by yourself, no distractions, no phone, no television, just you, and you really asked yourself a question? I think the last time I did that was, I think, about a few weeks ago. I was in the toilet.
So the toilet is a place for having great ideas.
I don't know what it is. In the bath, when I'm bathing, some things will just be coming. I'm like, wow,
exactly.
What is it? Is it the water or my sister? There is. We need to discover it.
Yeah.
The kind of sorcery that goes on there. Anyways, and I really sat down. I came out of I won't say not traumatic. That's a bit dramatic.
Lines.
A bit of a funny relationship with someone, and I've moved past it and everything. But one thing I am very grateful about myself is my level of self-awareness. So as much as I acknowledge the fact that, yeah, the relationship didn't work because he must have had some issues, I really sat down to ask myself, what are the things that I did wrong? And I feel there's a certain level of humility that one has to have to be able to sit down and really ask yourself, where did I go wrong? And it doesn't even necessarily need to be in a relationship. It could be in an exam. You write an exam and you didn't pass. It's very easy to say, well, that lecturer is very wicked. The lecturer used to fail everybody. Or your boss, let's say you get fired. It's very easy to say, well, my boss is a bad man or a bad woman, and he doesn't like me or she doesn't like me. But the ability to really sit with yourself and really ask yourself, where did I go wrong? And that is the question that I was asking myself. And it's a question that I've been asking myself for since the relationship ended and everything. And I was like, what did I do wrong? Because for the longest time I was blaming the man, oh, he was this, he was that, he was it.
We're on the receiving end, right? When the other person is like, how do I put it? We're not the ones on the receiving end. So we are very quick to say, oh, it's that person. He's the one. Yeah. She's the one. They are the one. And everything. And then you're like, so what did you now do? Exactly. Are you a saint? They didn't do anything wrong.
Especially when you're talking to your friends, it's very easy for them to agree with you. Like, no, he's a bad man. But as I was thinking, scenarios were playing, and I really realized there were a lot of things that I didn't do right. There were a lot of situations I could have handled better. And it really made me, and the funny thing, as I was thinking about it, I started seeing patterns that affected me because of that attitude trait, affected me not just in a relationship, but in other aspects of my life, like my spiritual life, and one of the things, I'll just give an example, is I'm a bit of an impatient person. God is helping me on that, guys, but I'm not gonna lie, patience is not my virtue. It's a virtue that I'm trying to learn. So if I want something, I want it now. If I want to speak to you, I want it now. And sometimes I forget that it's not about me. The other person might not, he might not necessarily be busy, he just doesn't want to talk. And that is okay. But I will get upset, and I'll be like, I'll be thinking a million things. He doesn't like me, he's probably with another woman. But in that moment, all I could have simply done is, that's fine, call me when you're ready to talk. And I would have changed that whole argument into a peaceful way of loving and understanding your partner. Now, moving on. The next thing I would like to talk about is why self-awareness is a foundation of relationship and life. And when I say relationship, I don't just mean romantic relationships only. Friendships, family with your friends, with your colleagues and acquaintances and stuff. So if I could just hear your opinion on that.
Yeah, very, very true. Right. So there's a saying that you can't entirely say that you love somebody without loving yourself first. You need to know how to love yourself before you can project that love towards someone, right? So the same thing also happens with self-discovery, right? So if you don't know who you are, what you like, what you don't like, right? Your relationship with everybody, you just find yourself like you just take anything comes and anything goes.
Wow.
But like when you're with somebody, I don't like this. I'll prefer if you do it this way.
Exactly.
Right? Oh, okay. I don't want to be in that kind of place. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to this. I don't want to eat this. Right? So knowing what you like, who you are, to determine, it will help you to define values.
Do you know, how do you, it's like I said, have you gone through my notes?
No.
How do you know? I was gonna, literally talking about values was the next thing that I was.
It's going to help you define your values, and it's going to help you choose the kind of person you want to relate with, right? Now, I'm born again. I love God.
Period.
Right? I'm not
Christian woman that loves God, beautiful and smart. Guys, she's single though. If you're watching this, she's a beautiful young black African queen, smart, intelligent Christian. So you can slide in my DMs to get her DMs. Anyways, carry on.
So yeah, you would not now you make friends with persons that align with your values, right? For me, one value is excellence. Wow. If you're not going to bring in your best, don't even bother. Like I wrote a piece on LinkedIn last year. I mean, I followed the trend on LinkedIn. Okay. And I decided, okay, I wanted somebody to hear what my thought was, right? And then it was, whatever is worth doing is worth doing well, right? So, and I brought it from the aspect of me wanting to be a perfectionist sometimes, right? Oh, if it's not exactly the way that I want it to be, I feel like I failed. So I had to sit myself down at that point to say, you know, success is not about it being perfect. It's that you actually tried. Sure. And failure is now when, because it's not perfect, you keep postponing, and then you realize that you end up not even doing it. Yeah. Let me not divert. So let me come back. So values, excellence, right? Diligence. Oh, entirely like people that study, people that love to read books and all of that. So it's a very, in fact, it's a pillar of a relationship that is going to stand. The foundation. It will help you to relate to people better. Yeah. It will help you to understand the other person and know that it's not always about you at the end of the day, right? So self-discovery is very, very important. Yeah. That's where values come from. And value is what shapes and defines you. And it will not help you find a kind of relationship you want to have. So that
exactly. You basically pieces the whole thing. Everybody's talking about, talking stage. Why don't you get into a talking stage with yourself?
God bless you for that.
Uncle, sit down and talk with yourself. What do I like? What don't I like? And as you grow, those things change.
Yeah, and it's very okay.
And it's very okay. When I was younger, there were certain things that I didn't like. There were certain things I didn't even know that I did not like. There were certain things that I liked, but now that I don't like it anymore. Wow. So at every stage of your life, at every point, sit down and ask yourself, who am I? What do I like? What are the things that I like? Yes. And that would help you to shape your boundaries. Yeah, boundaries. For example, I've always been someone that I love talking. I can talk for days, right? Bro. So conversations is something that comes natural for me. And then when I started having friends, being intentional with the kind of friends that I have, I asked myself, there are certain people that I can't have certain conversations with because of their level of reasoning and understanding, very myopic in their ways. And I realized, this kind of person, I can't keep you as a close friend. I don't mind being an acquaintance. Yeah. I don't mind kicking, cackling, whenever we see. But to say bringing you in my circle would be really hard because we don't relate in the same way. That is because I have been exactly. I am self-aware of the fact that I am someone who likes to have conversations, and not just any conversations, intelligent, reasonable, conversations that would impact. Yeah. So being aware of that helps me to shape my relationship with friends, with people, with partners, right? Even with my parents as well. The older I got, and I'm really grateful for the kind of parents that I have, because they, although they are Nigerian parents and African parents, but they respect you to a certain extent. So as I got older, my mom, she was the one that found it a bit hard to get used to the some changes and some boundaries that started to put.
She was still looking at you
like with the baby. Oh yeah. So I had to tell her, and I had to tell her, Mom, I'm not a baby anymore. I respect you. I love you, but you need to calm down a little. And let's meet halfway. Do you understand what I mean? And yes, exactly. And let there be a leeway, and that really helped our relationship. Because of I was self-aware of certain aspects of me that has been able to govern my relationship with my family. So being self-aware of your shortcomings, and it helps you to grow as well. Because when you know that, me, I'm not the brightest bunch in the this thing. It takes me more time to grasp some certain things. Not me, please. I'm very intelligent.
Of course.
Anyways, it takes me more time to understand. Not to say that there's anything wrong with people that are not intelligent or anything. Everybody. It's not everybody that would get things the same way, but if you know that you're not the most intelligent person, and you know you're studying for an exam or you're in school, you will not wait till a week or a month before exams. You will know that it takes me time to get one thing. So I will start studying 3 months.
Classes even start.
Exactly. The day they say, hello guys, welcome back to school, you carry your book, your textbook, and you start, because you're self-aware. Thank you so much. Like we've already started this conversation. He said, reflecting on your core values. What truly matters to you? What are the things you really value? Is it friendship? Is it um honesty, transparency? Are you the kind of person that when they lie to you, it's as if they've killed you, it's as if those kind of things? It governs your relationships with people, with partners, with even with God. Could you explain that?
Okay, so if I got you right, so are you asking me what my core values are, or you want me to just talk about it generally?
Yeah, we could do a bit of both. So explaining your core values and how being self-aware would govern your core values in terms of making you realize what your core values are.
All right. So core values, right? Number one, family. Very important.
I'm a big family person as well.
Family is very important. Two, I value consistency, right? You're not off and on.
True.
I want you to be, if you want to talk to me, if you want to be friends with me, be friends with me. Don't go off like a prodigal son and then and then come back again to say, oh, please forgive me and all, right? So self-discovery and core values are adjacent to each other, right? One cannot survive without the other, right? Like we've already buttressed already.
Yeah. Oh my God, can I quickly chip in?
Yeah.
I was speaking to someone, and she said, I don't know if it's a core value or anything, but she said she can never be with a man that doesn't use an iPhone. And I said, is that a determining factor of a responsible man? She said, yeah, it's just, it's just like not it's not very. I was just like, just trying to explain herself.
But she didn't have words.
There's no words because it does not make any sense.
Exactly.
So, but if you know yourself, you know that these are the things that
you like. So
Anyways,
it's all right. We listen.
We don't judge.
That's all right. So yeah. So like I said, just buttress what we already explained earlier, right? Self-discovery and core values are adjacent to each other, like I already said. When you get to a certain level where you know yourself, right, and it helps to shape your relationship with people, with your family, with your friends, with your partner, with colleagues, and everything, right? So you know that okay, I don't like to be shouted at. Me personally, it gets to me a lot when you make me feel like I did not meet up to par. right? Oh, I had this expectation of you, and so like for when I was very small, if you shout at me, I tell people, so whatever you do, don't shout at me. Because I will cry. I genuinely will cry.
Yeah, cry,
I'm
baby.
I'm never going to lie because
no, no cry. I will shout back. Oh, I will shout back.
It's the deepest part. So like when I say I begin to raise your voice, or when I'm like, don't shout because it's gonna get to me, right? So because I don't want to be shouted at. Growing up, before my father would come and shout at me to say, "I've don't need to go and watch those place. I don't to that place. I'm already going to do it, so that you will not come and talk to me in a manner that I don't want to do." It's called self-respect. That's a core value.
That's exactly my sister. Self-respect.
So because I don't want you to talk to me anyhow, right? I will just do it so that before you come, say, okay, she has done it already. But that was not the case. Maybe because I'm the first child, right? But that was the case of my younger ones. Until you shout at them like 2, 3, 4 times, they're not going to get that thing done, right? So that was one problem. So I know already that if you shout at me, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do anything that warrants you shouting. And that when I mean shout, like you're scolding me. If you want to scold me, just I didn't like what she did, and all. You can't. Don't be shouting and make me feel like I've committed one crime. You understand? So I would genuinely cry. So that's one thing. And then I also don't like to what's the word? I mentioned excellence, right? And that's why I was really striving to come up with my class, right? And I've always seen myself as someone who is going to matter so much in life, right? I want you to come and talk to me, and then you go back feeling okay. I want you to come and talk to me, asking me a question, and I'm able to answer that question. We are created as solution providers, so you can't come to me and not find a solution. You are, guys. Did you hear that? Please put that on a t-shirt.
You are created as a solution provider, not a problem maker.
My dear, don't be a troublemaker. Don't be a troublemaker. So yeah, and I want you to come and talk to me, and they were able to solve this thing. Another thing about me that I've discovered, right, is I'm happy when I'm able to do something nice for you.
Oh, that's so sweet. It makes
my day.
Like, what love language is that? Is that not act of service?
I think so. Yeah, act of service. Yes. Yeah. I'm happy when I'm able to like. God, like this person.
Please, can you love me? I have plenty things I need to do. Come and help me.
No problem. We'll discuss that later. So I'm happy when you leave my presence, and then I know that I was able to solve something for you, and I do something nice for you. It could be as little as, when you're coming, can you get a bottle of water? Like the very little things, right? And that's why the little things also matters to me. Like you don't have to do the grand things.
Although the grand things
are also very, very welcome. Trust me, over welcome. I love grand things, but the little things as remembering that I said, okay, I don't like this, right? And then the next time, little things like, okay, now, so imagine being in a relationship with somebody, and then you mentioned it once that, I don't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't
weirdo. But to be fair,
everybody
I'm not
like,
a big fan.
You're such a weirdo. Who doesn't like chocolate? I'm like, I don't like chocolate.
No, I get your reservation. I'm not a big chocolate fan either.
So yeah. So they're like, so I mentioned it to you, and then the next time you're coming to visit me, you are getting me chocolate.
It's like, do you even listen at all?
Like you didn't pay. There's a difference between listening and hearing. Like I had to learn that. Like it's not just about you're talking, but like listening is you're paying attention and you're understanding, you're processing what that person is saying.
Yeah.
So that even when you have to now talk and give feedback, right, you're able to pass across a very sensible information.
Yeah.
So the little things, that's what I was trying to portray. Like the very little things, like remembering that I don't like chocolate. Like remembering that this is the brand of pad that I use. Very little things like that. I'm like, and stuff. So self-discovery is and the beautiful thing about it is that you discover yourself every day.
Every day, my sister.
It's a continuous thing. Process. It doesn't stop at once. Like you mentioned earlier, the things you used to like before, you don't like them anymore. When I was growing up, my favorite color was pink. Over time, it became purple. And like I just really loved purple. And then somebody will be like, but you like somebody that means me then will be looking at me with the lens of, she still likes pink. But I've changed.
Yeah.
People change.
And speaking of change, I feel in the case of marriage, like you said, one of my big values as well is marriage. And that's one of the reasons why I cannot date for the sake of dating. Like I don't know how to do the whole casual dating thing because in my mind I'm
You're already
thinking
picturing.
I'm already like can I live with the rest of my life with this person? And what kind of father would this person be? Meanwhile, the guy is just being himself. You know, he's just going through life one day at a time. And me, I'm already 70 steps ahead. Like, okay, oh, if I come back from work one day and I'm tired and I don't want to cook, how would he behave with this character and everything? So one of my big value and something that's very important to me is family. And I feel in marriage, I've never been married. I'm not married. Hope to get married soon, one day and everything. But when you understand that your partner is constantly evolving, the girl you married at 24, the girl you married at 25, 26 is not the same girl at 40. It's not the same girl at 30. It's not, if you married a girl at 26 and at 27 she has given birth, she's not the same girl. Same person. She is experiencing life as she knew it completely differently. So having to learn that you need to constantly learn your partner, up your game, really sit down and learn. Don't let oversee finish enter.
And I wonder how people get tired of saying, "Oh, I no longer love this person," because like there's always something more to know about that person every time,
every day,
like every season of that person's life, right? I've mentioned it before. You can't, if you love a woman or a man the same way you love them 5 years after, you don't genuinely love that person.
Yeah, you don't know them.
You don't know them
to
enough.
Love them, and to be loved is to be known.
Yes, that's it. Clock it. You just have to you have to, and then means you're probably just living the person. You're not exactly making effort. That's where effort comes in. Oh my god,
the roommate effect in marriage. Have you heard about that on TikTok?
No, I haven't.
Apparently, there's a stage you get to in marriage if you're not conscious about it, where you and your husband or you and your wife just become roommates. You're just living your everyday life. There's no partnership anymore. There's no love. It's just like, okay, I have to pay the bills. Okay, I'm coming back. How was your day? Fine. You know, there's no consciousness of wanting, oh, my husband, no trying to be romantic or anything. But carry on, please.
Now that's where finishes to end. Let me know. We are posh girls.
No, speak pidgin, my sister.
That's what finishes to enter inside, right? So when somebody says that, oh, let's never get to the point where you see somebody finish because it's not good, right? And then that's why you feel like, oh, it's not. This is the highest this person can do. This is what this thing this person can do. It cannot be, and it's a bad place to be. It's a very terrible place to be. So the way you love someone now, right? It's very for the way you love the person. You mentioned it in church today, right? I know that I've said something like this to you before. So when the pastor was saying in church today, I was like, that's the truth. The wife you married at 25 or 26. I hope to get married at 26 by the grace of God.
Okay, guys, please, I want you to be aware. Take notes.
So the girl you married at 26 is not the same girl you're going to get married that you married at when she's probably 28 or 29. Because at that point she's pregnant, her nose is big, her legs are big, every her stomach she's looking she's looking hideous. But me and you, we're gonna what's the word? We're gonna glide through pregnancy.
Amen, my sister.
We're gonna rock it.
You know, Temi Adebajabi Abida, Temi Otedala, Mr. Izzy's wife.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a whole some men are talking about how like why women can't just go through pregnancy like that. See how she's glowing and everything. My sister, I said, when I saw some of the comments, I was just like, let me not even just say anything because they gave me home training when I was growing up. But some people don't realize that. First of all, even if you don't have money, right? Yeah. It's not always about money, although it's important because the kind of skincare, the way products you use, massages, and all of those things. She probably doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to. She can save for that 9 month period or that 1 year. She's going to be off work and just going to live like an easy life, not to put a lot of strain.
Because she married instead.
So, because a woman who has to still wake up, cook, clean, wash your clothes, all of those things. Please tell me how she's not going to look stressed. And some women's body are different. Exactly. It's not just about it's your genetic makeup and everything. But yes, having a partner or one part of self-awareness is being aware that your partner or yourself, when you won't be the same every time. You would grow a different phase of your life. So you have to be kind to yourself. You have to be patient with yourself. Be patient with your children, your friends, your partners, your lovers, and everything. Patience. Anyway, so let us. We're talking about self-awareness. How do you become self-aware? For some people who don't necessarily know how to do it, who do okay, you say I should sit myself in the dark. And now that I'm sitting, what is the next thing? Will it just will it just will the self-awareness just come and say, hello, I'm self-awareness? What are the steps to take to become more self-aware? Um think about past experience. What gave you joy or pain?
Journaling helps.
Yeah, journaling. It's something I even put down as well.
Yeah. Wow. I think I'm seeing through a lot.
We're connected.
Yeah. Journaling helps actually. Like you mentioned, past experience. What could I have done better in this situation?
Yeah.
How was I supposed to react? Should I have reacted more or should I have reacted less? Right. There are situations where you should react more.
Yes.
Let them know that I didn't like this, or you shouldn't have done that like immediately, right? And there are situations where you should just like, okay, just let it slide, right? So journaling helps. Okay, I used to do that, but work has just taken a whole turn on my life and everything.
Beautiful, smart, Christian. Carry on,
so
please.
you just have to just today. I mean, I do it, but like even till now, but like I don't write it down. I probably just tell myself, what was I thinking at I should have done that. I should have done this better. I should have said this way instead of saying the other way. I probably should have won this out today. So it's thinking about things like, oh, okay, what made me happy today? What made me feel down? What made me sad today? What did I eat today that made me really happy? So that okay, I like this food, right? Being self-aware is also knowing I didn't know that there are symptoms that come with your period. Genuinely, right? Towards the ending of my university days that I realized that okay, I suddenly get so hungry, like more than usual when I'm my period.
Really, you didn't know about all this hormonal
I didn't know.
Okay,
I
you're not a science.
Well, it's not really a
it's
science
not about
student
serious
thing.
science student thing.
I promise you that I know anything about. I just felt like
well, you're the only girl though, so maybe you didn't have a lot of girls to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Even when I found out my period, I was so shy to tell my mom at home. I saw blood.
I remember when I had my own experience. Because I remember me and my mom, we used to talk about it a lot, and she used to tell me how if you, because I used to say, ew, I don't want to be on my period. It's so disgusting.
Yeah.
So she'll tell me that if you don't see your period, you will never give birth, or you will not be a mother.
Are you serious?
So because I was in boarding school that time, I had to call my house mother to call her. My mother was so excited.
My mom was so excited.
She came the following day, brought me different pants, bought me different pads. She was so happy. She was celebrating. You would think it's one achievement.
Honestly.
She was so happy. Honestly, shout out to you, mom. I'm really grateful for you. But carry on.
I was saying it now. I remember the excitement on my mom's face. She was so like, I'm like, how can you be happy about me? I genuinely was even scared at first because my mind didn't go there. I was 13. My mind didn't go there. Yeah, I started when I was 13. It was overnight. I just woke up. I thought that I was staying. My bedsheet was staying. I thought I was sick. I'm not even going to lie to you. So I just have to tell myself, I feel like, is he sick or me? I'm like, yes. You're not a woman, no, and everything. She was so happy. Like, when we look at your voice, because I'm the only girl. I don't have sisters, right? It's okay, maybe an older sister that's probably gone through it, and someone that could tell that will not feel shy about it. But anyway, moving on from period and all of that. So, like, I was saying that self-awareness is knowing that okay, when I'm on my period, I eat extra. When I'm on my period, I know that some pictures of my body look, all extra, and they are like, you're looking what you get. So that is self-awareness in itself. So it's sitting down to realize that okay, why am I experiencing this? What did I do that's giving me this result? Because results obviously always comes from actions and things that I've taken before. It doesn't just jump and land on you. It has to be actions. And then Papa Yereko, my father, right? We always say, shout out to him. We always say you can't keep doing the same thing
and
same
expecting
way
a
and expecting
different
different results.
outcome.
I'm going this way.
I hope you're taking your notes, guys, but I've entered sermon.
I'm going this way. There's literally a wall there, right? I'm not going past it. I still keep coming back. I still keep coming back there, right? There's no way to go there. There's no way to go. So the next thing I should do is move the chair. Or probably also whatever, change direction. Maybe you are going outside and you feel like, okay, is this side you want to pass? If I go and pass at this, it's going to be a longer route. Oga, follow this way. This is the way that will go out. Because if you keep going this way for 5 years, 10 years, you realize that you're so self-discovery is knowing that I did this. Next time I'm not gonna do this. So you can't keep doing the same thing. The same
Over
way every
and
time,
over
over and
and
over and
over
expect a
again.
different
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long process.
Yeah.
But as I said, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Really sitting down and thinking, and that's one thing I think I'm grateful for my school. Shout out to Robert Gordon University. I'm a pharmacy student, and one thing they really emphasize on in pharmaceutical profession is reflection. I don't know if it's just in pharmacy or if it's in healthcare generally, because you're dealing with lives, actual people.
Yeah.
You know, any slight mistake could potentially cost a life.
Yeah.
So we're constantly encouraged to reflect. So that act of reflection has become a part of me where I do it in everything. After my day, I just sit down and I just think, oh, what could I have said? I didn't act well in this situation. Oh, I should have done this in that situation and everything. So really just sitting down, thinking about it. How did I feel? Self reflection is just a series of questions. Really trying to don't you need to you need to be very sincere and address the feeling. A lot of times you see people run away from their feelings, they run away from their emotions, they don't want to have to deal with heavy emotions and stuff. But fortunately, unfortunately, unfortunately, you have to really deal with those emotions, deal with those heavy emotions. It means you cry. It takes a while, you know, but it's important. Another thing I think is identifying patterns, even in yourself, because you don't define somebody by mistake. You define them by their patterns. If you have a friend that probably did something, you can just easily forgive and just say, maybe it was a mistake. I'll forgive him. You know, he's human. She's human. But someone who you have noticed has a pattern of doing something over and over and over again, it is your responsibility to really sit with yourself and ask, am I comfortable with this thing long term? If you know it's something that you cannot tolerate, something that you can't contain, it is best you do the needful. That could be either putting a strain completely in the friendship or just giving a bit of distance, you know. So, really identifying patterns, what energizes you, what drains you, what are the things that I do in certain situations. For example, me, I'm the kind of person that I like rest. Honestly speaking, I I cannot. I'm hardworking, but at the same time, I can't be the person that is working 7 days a week, 4 weeks a month, 12 months a year without rest. I can't do it. I will shut down. My body doesn't have. Well, your body can grow eventually.
It can adjust.
Yes, it can adjust. But I'm someone that if I'm working 6 days a week, I need one day of absolutely nothing. And when I say nothing, I don't mean, oh, Damola, are you free? Let's go out. No, I am not free. What are you doing? I am doing nothing. The thing I am doing is nothing, right? So I need at least a day where I'm just, are you okay? Do you want to?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Where I'm just at home and decompressing. So it's a pattern that I've noticed. So when I want to get a job, for example, and they, oh, can you work 7 days a week? I'm sorry, but I don't think that's gonna work for me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Or if I'm with someone, let's say I'm dating someone, and the person is an activity kind of person. I'm sorry, oh, I need my day of rest. Do you understand that kind
Yeah.
of thing? So really identifying your patterns is a form of self awareness.
Yeah.
Exploring what you enjoy doing when no one is watching. Really, what are the things I used to do in secret?
Is it really a secret? Okay, so I noticed that when I want to relax, look, have my bath, and I just watch a movie. It helps me a
I'm a
lot.
big movie person as
It helps
well.
a lot. And then I see my childlike self come out, telling me something cute, and I'm like, oh my god, why did you do that? I'm not,
What
I'm
kind of movies do you
screaming.
like to watch?
I watch K dramas.
Oh, K dramas, girly.
I watch K dramas, but like I watch movies as well, but like majorly K
K
dramas.
dramas.
So what I'm trying to say, like, I see my childlike self come out. I'm relaxed. I'm excited, and all of that. At that point, I'm not thinking of work. At that time, I'm not thinking of anybody. I'm just that's my way of relaxing.
What are the things I do in? I think for me, I'm big on music. I'm big
Yeah,
on
music too.
and movies as well. Oh, I'm a huge movie lover. Not even series. I'm not really great with series because I never complete the season
Yeah.
or episodes. But see, movies, give me a good movie. I love action. I love romance. I love a bit of shit and everything. But yeah. So and also, like you said, journaling, meditating, quiet walks. I find walks in the night, unfortunately, this part of the world that is not very safe.
Yeah.
You can't do that in the night. But I find that just putting music in my ear and just taking a walk in a nice, cool weather allows me to just calm and really just ask myself questions and really just think and feel whatever emotion I needed to feel. Because I'm the kind of person that I like to think of myself as emotionally strong. So I'm the kind of person that I know how to take and handle certain things, but sometimes I break. So I don't cry easily. It's not very easy for me to cry. But sometimes I really just I won't say schedule the cry, but because I know that if it's held up for too long, I will become toxic. Yeah, it will mess me up.
Yeah.
I have to really sit down and feel those emotions, and even if it means me crying, just making sure that I release whatever the stress is by crying, by shouting, by journaling, by walking. Some people it could even be exercise.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. So just experimenting with yourself,
Yeah.
experimenting with new things that resonate with you,
Yeah.
regularly
But you don't
checking
try
in.
dangerous things though.
Yeah, no, please
Don't
don't
say
do that.
because you wanna discover yourself. You wanna know if you can fall from a 10 a 10 a 10 feet building and then you want to go
Please
down.
don't.
Or are you gonna break your leg or not? Please though.
Exactly,
I'm not saying
exactly.
that.
So regularly checking in with yourself. Am I
Yeah.
living in alignment with this person, with who I am discovering? So you've discovered, okay, you're the kind of person that likes attention, aka me. So if me, I know that I love attention. I like it very much. I will now not go and choose someone to spend the rest of my life with that is extremely busy. This person never has time for me. This person doesn't see me as a priority. This person, it is me not living with alignment to myself,
Yeah.
you know. But I think we've had a very, very wonderful conversation.
Yeah.
To all the listeners out there, I hope this was able to speak to you and provoke a thought.
Yeah.
An exercise I'm giving everyone is this week, sit down, remove distractions off your phone, off music, off everything, and ask yourself those difficult questions. It takes a bit of time. It might not happen immediately.
Definitely.
Like me now, it took me about 8 months before I was able to really find answers to some questions that I've been asking. But it eventually came, right? So just being patient with yourself. Do you have anything to say?
Okay, not necessarily, right? I'm just gonna say, like you mentioned before, kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself, right?
Yeah.
And give yourself some grace, genuinely, right? For me, I need to give myself some grace.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about being patient.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back, be patient with myself. I know that it's not something that happens all at once. You make mistakes, definitely. Give yourself some grace. You're not doing bad. I promise you, right? You're not doing bad. And with time, it all makes sense.
Yes, yes. Okay, well, thank you so much, Miss Precious, for gracing up with your presence.
It was a pleasure.
I think we've been able to really address self-awareness and talk a little on it. To the viewers out there, I hope you enjoyed listening to this conversation as much as I enjoyed being a part of it.
Yeah.
And I hope you take something away from this, whatever it is. Let me know in the comment section what you enjoyed particularly. And you can check out our socials on Q_damsel on TikTok and Instagram for snippets on the podcast. And full version of this is on Spotify.
Yeah.
Conversations with Damola podcast. Hope to see you next time. Love you. Bye.
Bye.